what age is it that you decide to join the Decepticons?
As soon as I found out my friends were already Decepticons,
So we
like,
talking
cause it
like
was
13 or
like 15.
15? Okay.
Yeah, cause it was like, first it was just this thing that was terrorizing the town or whatever, and you didn't know what you was gonna do if you ran into them. If you wasn't no bitch ass nigga, you knew that you knew that it was gonna be a bad day if you ever ran into them, right? But cause you wasn't going to just cower, whatever. The coolest thing in the world to me about Decepticons was the fact that niggas used to have it was like niggas used to wear it like a secret identity. You know what I mean? And it was like some superhero shit to me almost, you know what I mean? Like, cause it wasn't based off of your block. It was based off of, the type of shit you want and who you know, right? Whatever, who you gel with the best. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, one day my man told me that Steel was a Decept. And he didn't even say Steel, he said Tone first. I thought he was talking about another Tone, right? The other Tone I knew, but wasn't like Steel. But cause me and Steel was already tight, and he kept that from me. You know what I'm saying? This nigga never mentioned it. I'm like, oh, word. But it was the coolest shit in the world. That's real superhero shit right there. You know what I'm saying? So soon as I realized that my homeboys was Decept, I started trying to be Decept. I mean, I just started claiming, right? Like, I didn't get tested or nothing, right? But I'm like, whatever my homies is on, I'm on. And I was really rocking with Steel at this point. Like, at this point, I would have threw you off a bridge for Steel. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it is what it is. I didn't even have, like, proper clearance or nothing. Like, I didn't get initiated, none of that shit. But it just was what it was. But when I linked up with Ruck after that. So I already knew Ruck, but I linked up with him after that. And the way I linked up with him was because in my second high school, I landed in the homeroom class with like 3 or 4 dudes that were Ruck's niggas. Those was his homeboys, right? And, one of them already knew me through Steel. That's my man Norton, right? And, we just started gelling with each other. And eventually Ruck came around, and you know what I'm saying? That that was the start of history right there.
The Decepts, they had it on lock. Like anybody that I've ever interviewed from Brooklyn or has any kind of Brooklyn connection says that like it was crazy back then. Like I interviewed Necro, right? And he's a Jewish kid. He moved to Brooklyn with his brother Ill Bill, and he said they had to fight the Decepts like every day, basically, because they was getting bullied.
Let me stop. I'm not going to smoke on camera. My bad. Sorry.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was wild. It really was. And as I was saying, like Ruck homeboys, they welcomed me into Decepts officially. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, nah, you with us type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it was definitely, it was definitely intense.
Mm-hmm.
It was intense. Like, it wasn't too many methods to the madness. It was just like, meaning like it wasn't it wasn't no real mission. Like, niggas was wild just for no reason. Like, niggas did a lot of shit that didn't make sense. You know
But
what I'm
it
saying?
started like from a good place though, right? Because
all gangs start the same way. Some dudes, well, not all of them, but most of them start the same way. Somebody gets violated. Somebody gets his homeboys together to retaliate. Bond gets formed. Group of bonded brothers grows and grows and grows and then gets out of hand. You understand what I'm saying? Eventually gets out of hand, and it stops being about protection and it becomes about oppression.
Right. But you said that the Decepticons was actually started by like some really smart kids from Brooklyn Tech.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
All of the main like Brooklyn Tech, High School of Graphic Communication, RCs were all These were the main Decepticon hubs. They were all great schools with really smart kids and shit as well.
And you've also said in the past that like you're not for gang banging, but you're not opposed to like gangs because like gangs exist in so many various different forms. They just call it different, like Democrats, Republicans, the police,
Right.
that type of stuff.
Right. Ask yourself in real life, have the Bloods killed more people than the Republicans?
I can't say that.
Like, and I haven't done any numbers. I just pulled that one off the top of my head. Like, I didn't research this question. You could have had the math and shot me all the way down just now. But I'm just out of my back pocket. Have the Bloods killed more people than the Republicans? If the answer is no, then what the fuck are we talking about? You understand what I'm saying? You got a gang, you know, the law classifies a gang as any four or more any motherfuckers standing together and representing a thing.
I mean, you can say that about religion technically then too.
Brother, please don't believe I was leaving religion out of this equation. For a second, don't believe that they were exempt from what I'm trying to say right here. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, whatever the group it is, whatever the group may be, and whatever demographic, it's just people uniting for whatever it is they believe in. Now, some of them are positive, but don't put the fucking Democrats and Republicans and a whole bunch of these how many people die in the name of religion?
So many.
So I don't want to hear that shit you talking about. They just sanctioned. We not. They just get benefits. We don't. That's all. Just because it's legal, don't make it right.
Right.
Just because it's standard, don't make that shit legit. Nope.
How many crazy things do people do in the name of religion, right? They twist the words of the Bible or whatever to say like, I'm doing this for.
Slavery is in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And people, you know, holy wars have been fought. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me, do not. I don't want to hear none of that shit you talking.
You know, the problem is that they associate the word gang more with the urban culture. And that's why it's more like criminalized or penalized, like looked in a negative light, right?
Absolutely.
But when you really look at it, it's like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Some of these other groups have been doing some pretty crazy things for a long time. I mean, when you talk politics, it's like people gang banging there pretty much. Like they vote just like as committed, no matter who's in office for that party, right? Like it's like, I'm going with that party regardless. Like that's to the death of me. That's on some gang banging shit.
Absolutely. And I'm of the belief that if you inject money into the hoods, if you inject enough money into the hoods, the violence goes downward. You know what I'm saying? Like the violence decreases substantially. So now, and I know as a nigga who been in the streets and around mad street niggas, the niggas that's getting real money is like, yo, chill out with all the goofy shit. You fucking the money up.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So poverty is the problem every time. You know, it's or at least part of the problem.
It's a contributing factor.
Right.
Yeah.